G'day everyone, it's Dan from Dan's Model Bench and welcome to another kit build. This one's going to be GWH's F35A with USAF and RAAF markings. It's part of their Snap kit range and is really their take on Hasegawa's Eggplane series. I'm going to kind of give away the game here a bit and just say this is a really good kit. As you can see, the quality of the plastics is first class. The fit and engineering of the kit is really good. It is a Snap kit. You don't have to use glue. That's purely optional. The decals are really good and the instructions were very comprehensive and printed on high quality gloss paper. This was quite a surprise to me for something that really is kind of a fun little weekend kit. It's a very well engineered kit. So let's get on with the build. So the basics of the model, the fuselage I think are already done and ready for priming. I've already given the plastic a bit of a sand and polish, so it should be okay. For the actual primer I'm going to use one of the Vallejo primers because I was reading on a forum today that people are having some trouble with Vallejo primers, in particular with the white colour, which a lot of people have trouble with. Now the Vallejo white primer is a little bit different to work with than their black or grey, for example. So we will use it a little bit differently. For example, I'm going to not really thin this down very much at all. I'm not going to use any actual Vallejo thinner. What I will use is probably a few drops of their airbrush flow improver, but that's about it. Not a lot of that either. So we're about ready to go over the spray booth. So that means I'm going to have to take this bottle and give it a thorough shake for about 2 minutes. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just going to go like that and then start working with it. I am going to, off camera, at least give this 2 minutes, and I'll put some ball bearings in the bottom of this as well to help with mixing the primer and the ingredients back together again. And in fact, if you look very carefully, I don't know if it comes up on camera, you can see it's separated. So it is going to take some good shaking to get that primer all back into some sort of shape. And what I normally do when I'm not 100% sure how it's going to come out is I start on the bottom, because it's less obvious if I make a mistake when you're looking at the model when it's on display. Okay, so it's the next day and the white primer is dried, and if you can see it on the video there, but it actually has come out really nice and smooth. So the only problem I really have with this now is actually the part that where the water actually came and slightly affected the finish. In fact, it's not too bad at all. It's very slight, but nonetheless we'll give it a light sand and just a quick touch up with some primer to fix that. I could probably just get away with sanding it, to be honest, and just put the final colour straight on it. But as you can see there, you can indeed paint white Vallejo primer. You've just got to take a little bit extra care with it. And I think it helps if you use a larger size airbrush needle and nozzle. Okay, so let's try sanding it. I'm using 2500 sandpaper here. You know what, that looks so good that I don't really think there's going to be any benefit in putting more primer on that. It's going to be fine. So I think we're ready to go with the next finish on the model. I'm going to use for the second colour is going to be USAF medium grey, which is 36270. And I'll mix that as I normally do with a bit of Vallejo thinner that has got some flow improver added to it, and also a drop of the Kratex Colours Balancing Clear. Well, that came out great, so I'm going to leave that alone to dry overnight, and then we'll come back and put some more of the colour on.
Now, I really should have dusted that model. But anyway, what can I say about this kit? It's just fantastic. I really enjoyed building this one. It's great for beginners through to, well, people with a lot more skills than I've got. Just grab one and have fun. It's definitely worth a buy. If you enjoyed this video, please think about liking and subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.